Welcome to Enchanted Tarot. This is for the sign of Libra for the month of December. It is a general reading. That being said, it may or may not resonate with you. If it doesn't sound like it's your story, check your other placements. Your messages could be there. Now, although I'm reading for December, you could be feeling these energies whenever you view this video. Let's begin. I'm going to the heart of the reading here. Let's see what we have. Okay, so your first card out was this card of defiance here. Okay, so this is a card of a parting of the ways. Somebody, most likely because we see a mother and a child, in a very stormy sky here. Things are thrown on the ground. Somebody may have acted impulsively or like a child. Somebody may have thrown a tantrum here. They didn't think about what they were doing, or about their actions, or about the consequences of their actions even, in this scene. Something, they could have acted from fear because the moon is here. They could have been very emotional or over-emotional about something. We see again, this is being clarified by some type of disagreement that happened here. You see there's a wall between these two. One thought the other one was being sneaky. You see him trying to sneak away with his slippers there. It looks like this person, this seems to have already happened. And what we have is this person here who, you'll notice he's looking in a book. Okay, the book appears often in your reading. It's appearing here, it appears down here. And so clearly this king here is looking back, going over the mental notes, you know, of that scene, of what happened, but not just the memory of it, because he is, you know, carefully looking through his book. He's also looking at the feelings, and I want you to notice her hand, how it glows. It's like even when she kisses this person, it's like the whole body lights up. You see it's got like this bluish glow about it. This is about healing. And so this is about the feelings, the emotions. It feels like this person wants to heal, or is trying to heal, and is trying to understand the situation or what happened, whether this is you or whether this is them. And it has to do with the Chariot and the fact that it didn't move forward. What was it they didn't see? Because the charioteer, he climbs aboard this chariot, but his eyes are cast down, like it looks like they're closed, like they can't see, or were unable to see why something didn't move forward. Or why, even with the chariot, why they lost control of that chariot. Or why maybe they had no control over it to get it to move. Now, I drew these clarifiers also from the messages from the heart. And here we have gossip. So, somebody could have overreacted here. Let's remember that this person is remembering why it doesn't move forward. There's a lot of feelings here that is generated by these memories of the past. And it could be in the past that somebody felt betrayed, or there could have been gossip that triggered this person to react this way. So there could have been gossip that interfered with regards to some type of opportunity that was to take place, or reconciliation, or opportunity, new opportunity. There was some type of possibly gossip, because the Ace of Swords is here and it's stuck. Some type of misunderstanding. There was interference, jealousy perhaps, bitterness, anger, resentment, jealousy. So, okay, so those are repeating energies. So somebody felt very bitter, and may have ghosted the other. They may have said something, or something happened, that some communication that stuck. This is a possible twin flame connection here, with the twin flame card appearing on this. So something could have been triggered here with this card's appearance. This could involve a very intense soul lesson. It's almost like it's a, it feels like there's a bond here between you. It's like no matter what, it's like you always seem to come back together. You see, we have a message here, cosmic message, saying, okay, now one bad chapter doesn't mean the story's over. There are better things ahead. So you've had a bad chapter with this person, but it doesn't mean it's over. Most likely, with this card being here, it has happened for a reason. Five of Swords, so it did ended badly. Somebody went to the extreme on something. The battle is over here, and somebody is sitting very stubbornly on their decision, most likely because it gives off the energy of this child here who was very angry, running away with their fists clenched. So angry, jealous, bitter. And maybe trying to come up with a solution to this, or hoping for a solution with this Page of Swords, who's working away here, trying to come up with a formula. Maybe their plan didn't work. Maybe they need to rethink something with that Page of Swords. Now, the Page of Swords can also be gossip. Somebody can be being guarded or was being guarded. This person most likely is watching you with this page here and waiting with the Hanged Man. Feeling they're in this position of trying to understand. They can't seem to see a way here. They're rethinking or looking at the formula. They're looking at the formula, maybe waiting. I'm going to go this card here also. So they could be waiting for a sign, but see, this is a card of waiting too. It's why I've connected these two. It's a card of poverty, actually, in this deck. But what it means is, of course, I feel we're speaking about emotional poverty here is what they're feeling. They may be feeling unloved. But it's wanting to get something back on its feet, or wanting to get themselves back on their feet. It could be that, you see, the hand is out. They may have been waiting for something or someone to come and help them out of this situation, when in fact they may, what they didn't see maybe is they need to take action, perhaps. Okay, let's go over here. There was an opportunity, but somebody felt they weren't trusting it. There was a disagreement with this Five of Wands here. It feels like there could have been, yeah, definitely. There could have been, I'm hearing frustration. So frustration, definitely. Look, I got to pull these cards up. So this is our central issue, and this person is most definitely frustrated, angry, jealous, and this is a card of frustration. It may have felt like everything was against what they wanted. They seem to feel like they're alone, and you see they're standing up against this group of people over here that seem to be blocking some type of gateway or opening. And that would have been to that Ace of Cups, you see. And so they felt that they weren't going to get it, or that everything was against it, most likely. And so, and there was bitterness and anger. There was some type of misunderstanding that took place here. They didn't have all of their information, or they didn't communicate everything to you, because this Ace of Swords is stuck halfway up into a rock, which is the obstacle. So there was some type of communication that did not feel like a victory. A communication that was unsuccessful. Somebody got triggered. Somebody felt with this card, yeah, oh yeah, look at that. There's that Ace of Swords. Oh, look what's next. Yep. Oh boy. Okay. So somebody felt through this conversation that took place that somebody was just being nice to them to get something from them. There was plotting going on here, especially with that page there. So they felt they were plotting, or that somebody was not being truthful, most likely. You know, so because it comes with the Eight of Love, and that's having a lot of doubts and uncertainties in what's being offered, you know. And so to the question of whether, you know, should I let this person back into my life or not? Well, they had this real quick reality check, you know. But this was born of fear and imagining the worst, you know. The cards tell the story, right? They were imagining the worst. Self-sabotage. Yeah, see, and that came out of that meeting. So you have it there in a nutshell, what happened. And now, in hindsight, you see they're looking back. Because why? Because with this card here on top of them, something doesn't feel right about what happened in the past. They're missing something. They feel like they're missing something. They're looking for a solution or a way out of their situation, which is currently that situation of waiting and feeling defeated. With this Three of Wisdom, Temperance in the reverse, they're not healing. And so they have all of these options in front of them, but they're afraid of what might fill them in the future. All these cups here are empties, and there's confusion about a choice for the future. There's fear here. Again, poverty, you see. This is emotional poverty, which is exactly what I was picking up from this card. Somebody wants to heal a relationship with Temperance now being in the upright. Here they were in the reverse. Here they're in the upright. And they're afraid that this may not happen. But you see the Tower's in the reverse, and whatever they, even if they had brought it in themselves, they didn't really want it. They didn't want it to happen, but they didn't stop and think about what they were doing. They were triggered. They were triggered. And that trigger was so strong that in the moment they believed they were doing the right thing, but only to discover that maybe they made an error, you know. They don't want this ending. And again, you see here the page is looking at it in a book. I want you to notice this, because it's one of the things that really stood out to me about your reading was at the heart of the reading, the central issue, he's looking through the book, through the memories, you know. Here he's looking at the formula. He's got an open book in front of him there. I don't know if you can see it. It's here. And he's feeling defeated, right? Hands are in that position of, my God, I don't know what to do anymore. I don't know how to get my desired result. And signs are being shown to him, but he's not seeing them. And he's clearly unhappy. And then here we see in the future is holding a book. Again. But he's more in control of himself here. And I feel like he's taken a deeper look. Taking a deeper look, and because he was missing information, okay, something hadn't felt right, and when he went back and took that deeper look into the past, he discovered the information he needed. Clarity was given. A way forward was shown with this card. A way forward was shown. We see that in the past. In the past, he was emotionally drained with the vampire being here. But we see that he has now recovered. He's more in control of the emotions with the King of Cups and the King of Cups also here. We see that you will be receiving messages. We see with the world of light shining on it's actually shining on itself, but they're in different positions. You see the sun and the sun. Here the sun is low, is just beginning to come up, so things are not clear. But as time progresses, they get very clear, because now the sun is at its peak over here. And it's shining its light on a situation that they were looking at as to why that chariot didn't move forward. And it's shining its light on the connection of the Lovers and the Ace of Wands, this renewed interest in this connection. And we see all of the Cupids that surround them here. So what we see is the possibility with the sun here to overcome any past difficulties. It speaks to clearing things up between these two people. clarity, improving health of a relationship, coming out of the dark and into the light with these two cards. And with this information that they discover by taking a closer look at what happened and why it didn't move forward, now they have their answers, and now they can reopen that, well, let's say not reopen that chapter, but open a new chapter with the same person. And so here we have news coming from this person. And a new opportunity is presented. It's up to you if you wish to reach for it or not. But the Sun speaks to happy outcomes. It can also speak to something that will go from a beginning, which is the Ace of Wands, the initial spark, all the way to marriage with the Sun. So remember, one bad chapter doesn't mean it's over. Messages from your person. The first one, regret. I wish this had never happened, you know. And I feel like they wish that they hadn't hurt you, because they know that it did hurt. Because I feel like although they're wishing it never happened, it's actually a good thing that it did happen, because it made them see something and made them investigate the shadow side, which had to be done. Everything happens for a reason. You know, as hard as some of these lessons can be, but it brings hope. I haven't given up on you yet. This person, this king, and you have him twice, both times in the upright, tells me that this person does indeed love you. And here we have again a new offer. So that is what I have for you. I thank you for watching, for liking, and for sharing my videos, and for subscribing. Also, thank you to everyone who has sent in a donation. It is greatly appreciated. Many blessings to all of you.